Most people believe that food in the United States is untouchable, perfectly inspected, rigorously tested, and protected by one of the strongest safety systems in the world. But what if that belief is the very thing putting millions at risk? Because behind the spotless supermarket shelves and the glossy packaging lies a truth few ever imagine. America is facing one of the largest hidden food safety crises in decades. In just the past year, the USDA and FDA have issued recalls on products people eat every day. Deli meats, frozen meals, canned foods, ready-to-eat salads. Not for minor quality issues, but for contaminants that can paralyze, poison, trigger deadly allergic reactions, and in the worst cases, kill within hours. Today, we uncover the truth behind the labels and the 7 products you should never trust. #7. Ham salad spread. Ham salad spread from Reese's Fine Foods has always wrapped itself in the image of being comfortable, convenient, and safe. The ingredients look harmless, almost comforting. Chopped ham, mayonnaise, eggs, spices, and a bit of breadcrumb to thicken the mix. The manufacturer promises a ready-to-eat, soft, easy to digest spread ideal for quick lunches, sandwiches for kids, and especially older adults who need something gentle, smooth, and effortless to chew. A simple lunch, a safe option, a food you never think twice about. But that safety? It was only the mask on the label. When USDA investigators stepped in, the truth was darker than anything Reese's ever printed in its marketing. In a major July 2025 alert, this product was found contaminated with Listeria monocytogenes, not from the ham, not from the mayo, but from the breadcrumb itself. An ingredient so ordinary, so innocent, yet turned into the perfect vehicle for a deadly pathogen. Listeria is invisible, no smell, no taste, no warning. A silent predator that strikes hardest at older adults, causing fever, confusion, loss of balance, bloodstream infections, even meningitis. Now imagine this. If your grandparents spread this onto a slice of bread for a light, gentle dinner, would they recognize the source of that sudden dizziness? Would an aging immune system survive when Listeria quietly begins climbing toward the nervous system? And the question that hangs over every recall investigation: how does a major food company allow a deadly bacteria to slip in through something as trivial as breadcrumb? Was it improper storage? A filthy line? Or simply the belief that no one will ever find out? The fallout was nationwide recalls, panic, families feeling betrayed by a product they trusted. A convenient food turned into a medical emergency with a single twist of the lid. Ham salad made for convenience, and Listeria found that path convenient too. And if a soft, harmless-looking spread can hide a silent killer, wait until you see what the next sweet, natural, uncured ham is hiding. Ready for the next reveal? #6. Sweet sliced uncured ham, boar's head. Sweet sliced uncured ham from Boar's Head was designed to look like the safest ham on the shelf. Uncured, naturally sweetened, clean label. Just pork, honey, sea salt, and natural flavor. No nitrates. No artificial preservatives. A product parents proudly put in lunchboxes, and older adults trust as a gentle, healthier option for their morning sandwiches. It's the type of ham that whispers, "I'm safe. I'm natural. I'm good for you." But behind that warm golden sweetness was a truth so cold it sent shockwaves through the USDA. Because when federal inspectors stepped into Boar's Head's manufacturing facility in mid-2025, they didn't find the pristine environment the brand promised. They found Listeria monocytogenes lurking in drains, on equipment, in corners where moisture collected like hidden warning signs. The very bacteria responsible for tens of hospitalizations and multiple wrongful death lawsuits filed against the company that year. Listeria doesn't care how natural a product claims to be. It thrives in cold environments. It slips into sliced meats. And once consumed, especially by older adults, it becomes a neurological assassin. And fever too, confusion, loss of balance, bloodstream infections, meningitis, and in the worst cases, death. Now imagine this. If your elderly mother made a small sandwich with this sweet uncured ham, would she recognize the danger hiding beneath the honey glaze? Would her aging immune system survive as Listeria quietly spread toward her brain and bloodstream? And here's the question investigators kept repeating. How could a premium brand, one that markets itself as the gold standard, allow its plant to slip into such unsanitary chaos? Boar's Head recalled thousands of pounds. Lawsuits followed, and the comforting image of natural, uncured, wholesome ham collapsed overnight. Sweet sliced uncured ham, sweet enough on the label, but the aftertaste? Pure listeria. And if the natural ham wasn't safe, wait until you see what happened when Boar's Head tried to recreate an Italian classic. The next product tells an even darker story. #5. Tavern Ham Boar's Head. Tavern ham, Boar's Head, has always been marketed as the symbol of American tradition. Smoked pork, water, salt, sugar, simple, classic, safe. It's the kind of ham you'd bring home for a family lunch, the kind older adults trust because it's mild, soft, and easy to digest. Its label whispers, clean, quality, nothing to worry about. But the truth beneath that soft pink sheen is far darker. When the USDA stepped inside Boar's Head's facility during the 2025 inspection, they didn't find the warm, old-fashioned tavern image the brand promised. Instead, they found dead insects in processing zones, pooled blood on the floors, backflowing dirty water from drains, and equipment so damp it allowed Listeria monocytogenes to grow like roots spreading underground. Listeria doesn't need much to become a killer, just a wet surface, a hidden corner, or a tiny crack in a cutting board. And once it contaminates lunch meat, especially meat eaten by older adults, it can cause bloodstream infections, meningitis, seizures, respiratory failure. For seniors, each symptom is a step closer to the unthinkable. Now imagine this. If your parents opened this tavern ham for a light, healthy dinner, would they recognize the danger that has no smell, no taste, no warning? If they suddenly felt dizzy, would they assume it was just blood pressure, not listeria, quietly attacking their nervous system? Boar's Head was soon hit with false advertising lawsuits as customers realized that traditional safety was nothing more than a glossy coat hiding a deteriorating facility. Thousands of pounds of ham were recalled. Trust nearly impossible to rebuild shattered. Tavern ham. The tradition is real. The cleanliness? Apparently not. And if you think the story ends here, wait until you hear what happened with Italian Capi-style ham, where things only get worse. #4. Italian Capi-style ham, Boar's Head. Italian Capi-style ham, Boar's Head. The truth behind the premium Italian spice fantasy. Boar's Head's Italian Capi-style ham is marketed like a little taste of Italy. Select pork, sea salt, black pepper, paprika, and a touch of cayenne to awaken your senses. The label proudly promises premium Italian flavor, clean, safe, bold. End quote. End quote. It's the kind of product families, especially older adults, trust because it's soft, easy to chew, low-fat, and carries that Mediterranean aura of being heart-friendly. But behind every beautiful label lies a shadow the manufacturer never wants you to see. When USDA investigators launched a full inspection in 2025, they didn't find high-end Italian craftsmanship. Then Bestivi. What they found was green mold spreading across facility walls, a sour, fermented odor drifting from the processing area, standing pools of contaminated water beneath conveyor lines, and most critically, Listeria monocytogenes clinging on like dust that refuses to die. Listeria does not care whether you're premium or bargain bin cheap. Once it contaminates ready-to-eat ham, especially deli slices like Capi ham, it becomes a stealth killer, attacking the brain, blood, and nervous system. Now imagine this. If your aging parents ate a few slices for breakfast, would they notice when mild dizziness hit? Would they brush it off as just blood pressure, even as Listeria quietly tightened its grip on their weakened nervous system? Not long after, Boar's Head faced 9 wrongful death lawsuits, as families of victims traced fatal listeriosis cases back to the same deteriorating facility. The Italian flavor the brand bragged about turned out to be nothing more than a glossy mask hiding a sanitation crisis. Capi-style ham, premium Italian spice, with a bottom-shelf dose of Listeria. And if you think the story ends here, wait until you see Virginia ham, where the truth gets even darker. #3. Prosciutto sliced ham, Stockmeyer. Prosciutto sliced ham, Stockmeyer. When European excellence turns out to be nothing more than a shiny mask. Stockmeyer has always known how to sell a fantasy. Authentic, German-crafted prosciutto. Traditional salt-cured pork. European quality inspected under USDA standards. Just 2 ingredients. Pork plus salt. Clean, minimal, premium. That is the story they want you to believe. But the truth the USDA uncovered is far colder. During an April 2024 inspection, multiple batches of prosciutto sliced ham were forced into a nationwide recall because they had never undergone mandatory microbial safety testing. In simple terms, the product hit grocery shelves before anyone confirmed it wasn't contaminated with salmonella or listeria. It's like selling a parachute you've never opened right in the middle of storm season. Now imagine this. If your elderly parents enjoyed a few slices of this premium prosciutto with breakfast, would their already fragile immune systems survive a bacterial infection that can lead to septic shock? If someone with chronic illness ate it at a family gathering, would they even realize the difference between a mild stomach ache and a full-blown systemic infection? No one expects a premium product to skip the most basic requirement of all, mandatory safety testing. But Stockmeyer did, and the consequences followed. A nationwide recall, thousands of customers panicking, a wave of doubt directed straight at the manufacturing plant. A brand that boasts European excellence, collapsing over a failure so fundamental that even discount brands wouldn't dare overlook it. Prosciutto, with luxury flavor, but apparently the food safety checks evaporated faster than the salt on its surface. Rowland asked, and if you think this is where negligence ends, brace yourself because Virginia ham Boar's Head proves things can go downhill even further. #2. Spiced Deli Ham, Hormel Foods. Spiced Deli Ham, Hormel Foods. When spice becomes the spark that ignites a hidden disaster, Hormel markets its spiced deli ham as the classic American deli slice smoked pork. Salt, natural spices, nothing more, nothing less. A product meant to feel simple, trustworthy, comforting, perfect for children's lunches, busy families, and especially older adults who need soft, easy-to-digest protein. But sometimes, the gentlest promises hide the deadliest truths. In April 2024, the USDA issued a recall after discovering that several batches of spiced deli ham contained undeclared milk, one of the most dangerous allergens in the world, capable of triggering severe anaphylaxis, especially in seniors whose hearts, lungs, and immune systems are already fragile. Milk hidden inside a harmless slice of deli ham sounds minor? Then picture this. If your elderly parents made a quick sandwich for dinner, would they recognize the tightness in their chest as the first sign of anaphylaxis, not aging, not fatigue? If a senior with diabetes or asthma ate a few slices at breakfast, would anyone notice the wheezing, the dizziness, the sudden drop in blood pressure until it was too late? And the question that chills every investigator, how does a major corporation like Hormel fail to declare a basic allergen on the label? A breakdown in quality control? A supplier's oversight? Or the quiet assumption that no one would notice? The aftermath was swift. 945 pounds destroyed. Allergy-prone consumers panicked. Legal teams circling for potential liability claims 1 Rizzi. All because of a missing ingredient on a label. One small omission. One massive risk. One life that might not get a second chance. Spiced deli ham. The spice is mild, but the allergic shock it carries hits as hard as a death sentence. And if you think this is the worst that can hide behind a polished label, wait until you see prosciutto sliced ham, Stockmeyer, where European prestige turns out to be nothing more than a thin mask waiting to crack. #. Virginia ham, Boar's Head. Virginia ham, Boar's Head. When classic flavor hides a rotting truth beneath the surface. Boar's Head markets its Virginia ham as the very symbol of American tradition. Smoked pork, salt, classic seasonings. A product crafted to evoke comfort and trust, the kind of ham you'd confidently place on your parents' breakfast plate or pack into a soft, easy-to-chew sandwich for your grandparents. But behind that polished foil packaging lies a truth so dark that the USDA had to sound the alarm. In July 2024, Boar's Head Virginia ham was recalled nationwide after federal investigators discovered Listeria monocytogenes, originating from a facility riddled with 69 critical sanitation violations. pooled blood on the floors, mold climbing the walls, leaking pipes, and equipment coated with residue. A perfect breeding ground for Listeria, a bacteria that survives refrigeration, thrives in cold environments, and is especially lethal to older adults, causing meningitis, bloodstream infections, and respiratory failure. Now imagine this. If your grandparents ate a few slices for breakfast, would they recognize the dizziness as a Listeria infection? Or simply blame it on old age? If an elderly person with underlying conditions enjoyed this ham for lunch, would their weakened immune system stand a chance against one of the deadliest pathogens in the deli world? If a pregnant woman ate it, would her baby survive the silent attack? The aftermath was devastating. 7 class action lawsuits, millions of pounds destroyed, and Boar's Head's image of premium freshness shattered like the very glass of trust they had built their brand upon. All from a product advertised as classic and safe. Virginia Ham Classic, yes. But no one expected that classic would come with a side of deadly Listeria. That's the respected by this onmant. And if you think this was the worst of it, just wait until we move to Italian Capi-style ham. A product where Italian premium turns into a nightmare reeking of mold, decay, and a factory floor you'd never want to see. After everything we've uncovered, one truth becomes impossible to ignore. Even the most iconic brands can fail you when it matters most. Labels can lie, factories can hide, and a slice of ham that looks perfectly harmless can carry risks no family should ever face. Especially our elderly, children, and those with fragile health. So instead of leaving your meals to chance, let's shift the spotlight. Let's look at the brands that don't cut corners, the ones whose safety records speak louder than their marketing. Because if danger can hide in a trusted package, real protection begins with better choices. 1. Snake River Farms, American Kurobuta Whole Ham. A whole, premium ham, crafted from heritage. Kurobuta, Berkshire. Pork naturally smoked, boneless, weighing 7-9 pounds. Rich, buttery, incredibly tender, and praised by top American chefs for its restaurant-quality flavor. Produced in USDA organic certified facilities, with no antibiotics, no growth hormones, and strict farm-to-table supervision. Snake River Farms has maintained a 10-year record with 0 recalls involving Listeria or undeclared allergens, a rarity in the industry. Unlike Boar's Head hams contaminated by filthy, moldy facilities that tested positive for Listeria, Snake River Farms enforces rigorous batch-by-batch sanitation and microbiological testing, eliminating cross-contamination risks. Deep, luxurious flavor, exceptionally safe for children and older adults, and available for convenient online delivery straight to your home. 2. ButcherBox Spiral Ham, a naturally smoked, spiral-cut ham made from organic American pork, lightly sweetened with a natural glaze. Easy to slice, easy to serve, and perfect for quick family dinners. ButcherBox meets USDA and Global Animal Partnership (GAP) Level 2 standards, uses no hormones, and maintains a flawless food safety record from 2020-2025, according to Food Network. Unlike Hormel's, ham recalled for undeclared milk that triggered anaphylactic reactions, ButcherBox uses transparent labeling and strict allergen control protocols. Clean protein, simple flavors, reliable quality, and safe for people with allergies or sensitive digestion. 3. Nueske's Spiral Sliced Bone-In Ham with Honey Glaze. A bone-in, spiral-sliced ham slow-smoked over Wisconsin applewood and coated in a natural honey glaze. Weighing 8-10 pounds, it offers a sweet, smoky depth that has earned national praise. Family-owned for over 80 years, USDA certified, antibiotic-free, and with no history of Listeria or allergen recalls ever. Highly rated by Taste of Home and other U.S. food publications. While Stockmeyer's prosciutto was recalled for missing inspections and risking salmonella, Listeria contamination, Nueske's performs intensive quality checks on every production lot. Naturally flavorful, nutrient-dense, and safe for pregnant women, children, and elderly family members, an ideal choice for holidays and gatherings. After walking through all 7 types of ham that were marketed as fresh, safe, premium, yet were quietly hiding life-threatening dangers, you've probably realized a chilling truth. Food safety in the United States is not as perfect as it looks. Big brands, modern factories, shiny packaging, all of it can hide catastrophic failures. Mold-covered walls, blood-stained floors, unclean equipment, skipped inspections, undeclared allergens, and listeria, the invisible killer capable of taking a life with just one slice of deli meat. The scariest part? Not the smell, not the taste, not the color. Listeria gives no warning. You can't smell it, you can't see it, you can't taste it. But once it enters the body, especially in older adults, pregnant women, or anyone with a weakened immune system, the consequences can be devastating. Coma, miscarriage, neurological damage, or death within days. So the real question is, how did some of America's biggest brands allow failures this deadly? Was it production pressure, aging equipment, neglected sanitation, or simply the assumption that consumers would never find out? But now you do know, and awareness is the strongest defense you can have. So if you want to protect your family, especially elderly parents, make sure to check your refrigerator today. Discard any products listed in recent recalls. Send me a photo if you're unsure, I'll check it for you. Buy ham only from brands with clean safety records. Always read labels, check expiration dates, and pay attention to anything that looks unusual. Food safety isn't a distant issue. It's in your kitchen, sitting on the shelf, inside the products you trust most. And if you want early warnings, updated recall alerts, and deeper investigations into dangerous foods, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, because in today's world, the most dangerous thing isn't bacteria, it's complacency. And now that you know the truth, you are the last line of defense for your family.